Let's stick with legal matters because the High Court in Accra this morning has struck out an application by the defense team of the Fix the Country convener Overrules Barker-Vormawor that sought to challenge the jurisdiction of the High Court and the constitutionality of the offense. Mr. Barker-Vormawor was charged with treason felony in 2022 when he was picked up by the security operatives for threatening a coup if Parliament goes ahead to pass the e-levy bill, a bill which was subsequently passed. In court today, the sitting judge, after listening to arguments, said it is well within the jurisdiction of the High Court to continue with the trial. Lateef Idris was in court for us. He joins us with more. Lateef, what were the arguments by both sides?
Well, Aisha, so today in court, something different came up. You know, all this while, and I mean for the past 2 years, the argument put forth by the state is that Overrules Barker-Vormawor, his publication on social media was an attempt to subvert the Constitution, the 1992 Constitution, if you like. But today in court, the states changed that narrative and said that they've not been making the case that Oliver was attempting to overthrow the Constitution, but then his pronouncements were rather going to incite other Ghanaians to pick up arms, if you like, and overthrow the 1992 Constitution. And that is why he was picked up at the court, at the airport when he arrived from the United Kingdom. His lawyers, on the other hand, made the case that they still insisted that the case be referred to the Supreme Court and reference Act 130, which essentially makes the point that once a case or a reference is made to a matter that pertains to the jurisdiction of the Supreme Court, it is incumbent on the sitting judge to refer that matter to the Supreme Court for interpretation. Because if you recall, Overrules Barker-Vormawor's lawyers were trying to challenge the constitutionality of the offense that the state said he had committed, and also the jurisdiction of the High Court. I have if you find behind me some of the supporters who showed up in their numbers to support Mr. Barker-Vormawor. One of them is Dramani. He's also the lead convener of the Doom Summer Stop protest. And he was also in court. I just want to find out quickly from you, what do you make of today's shift in the state's claim, if you like?
It's just a confirmation of what I said the last time we met here. That was last week, Monday, when I said that the Attorney General is wasting the resources of this country prosecuting this matter. Because if the Attorney General, through the lady who stood in for him today, saying that Overrules Barker-Vormawor was not trying to usurp the executive authority of this country, but rather was trying to incite others to usurp the executive authority of this country, that is a sharp contradiction. Because what they have always, all this while maintained, is that Oliver was attempting to subjugate the Akufo-Addo administration or regime.
Essentially the 1990s.
Exactly. But today they have made an about face that for somebody to be able to overthrow the executive authority of this country, the person must use violent means. In other words, the person must have the capacity to seize power or subjugate or supplant the administration by force. You understand? But today they are saying that Oliver lacks the capacity to seize power by force. He lacks the capacity to subjugate the executive authority of this country, which confirms profoundly that the Attorney General is wasting our meager resources on this case. The Attorney General is on a useless legal expedition. It will yield nothing. It will result in naught. The Attorney General must be called out to get serious. Because we are serious in this country. If they are not serious, we are serious. If they are not serious, the people of this country who are bearing the brunt of their mismanagement, they are serious. We are sacrificing. We are suffering. We are suffering. So when we see duty bearers wasting the resources of this country, it pains us, because the Constitution of Ghana, even Article 1, places a duty on us to combat government officials who are wasteful and prodigal.
Okay. So that's Dramani. He is the lead convener of the Doom Summer Stop vigil, which is also scheduled to come off next week or in June, if you like. So the case, Aisha, has been adjourned to June 3, when the correct or the proper trial is expected to begin. Now that the issue of jurisdiction has been cleared off, the court will begin the trial come June 3, Aisha.